Welcome to the Endless Entrepreneurs YouTube channel. My name is Luke Henson. I am an eBay seller, a real estate investor, and I also am a consultant in the corporate finance world. I document my businesses on this channel, sharing knowledge on selling on eBay, investing in real estate, and then giving any other color I can. And there's my nice rookie mistake. I haven't gone live in a while. Not muting my feed in the background for the chat. So sorry about that. Welcome to my channel. If it's the first time stopping by, I really appreciate it. If you're a longtime subscriber, I also appreciate that just as much. Definitely comment and subscribe below if you have any questions after the video. And definitely hit that bell just for the little alert so you know each time new videos come out, it can alert you. So the purpose of this video is I have recently been buying lots from a place called Bluelots.com. Full disclosure, I do get a credit once a month to put towards an order that I place in exchange for doing some honest reviews of them. So what I've been doing basically is doing an unboxing once a month. And then right now I'm sharing the progress of the actual lots themselves. So just hopefully the real purpose of this is, one, to show you what the quality of product that I'm getting is. Two, to give you the price points that I'm finding it at. And then three, to show kind of how fast the different brands and things are selling through and at what price. So that as you're looking through the lots as they come in on that site, if you're looking for bulk buying to be an option, you can start to gauge and figure out which ones move fast, which ones move slow. And when you're looking at the manifest, hopefully this will really help you in research. I've been getting a ton of questions on Instagram specifically on, hey, what about this lot? What do you think about this lot? And people will send me the links. And really my best advice, before I dive into the update here, is just the manifests are very detailed and give you the ability to look up every single item if you want. And before, especially if you're newer to buying in bulk, you should be looking up every single item before you pull the trigger on it to have an idea of the sold listings, the market saturation, all those different points. That information is for free before you have to pull the trigger. So just make sure that you're utilizing that on their website, because they do a good job of providing all that up front, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So you have the opportunity to limit the mistakes you make as much as possible. So I listed this. It hasn't been quite a month. I think it's been like 4 or 5 days shy of it being a full month that this stuff's been up. But I've had pretty good success selling it. Mountain khakis. The mountain khakis is a big piece of my order, and that's been selling very, very well. I'm going to share my screen here in a minute and show you the manifest and the spreadsheet that I've just been kind of keeping track of the sales, so I know how it's doing. Yeah, let me see. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. And hi, everyone. I know this is a live chat. I will do Q&A at the end, I promise. But I want to get this up front and show you guys how it's going. If you didn't see my first sales update video, I'll kind of explain. This is what the manifest looks like from column A over to H. That's what you'll get in your manifest. The columns I through O are things that I've added. So I'll talk through them right now. So, the first thing you get the brand of the item you're buying. You get the product name itself as it comes in the manifest. You're going to get your UPC, the ASIN. You're going to get whether it's new or used, which in this case, everything was new. The original retail value and the quantity, and then the total retail value if you have multiple quantities. And then what I did over here is, so I documented the actual cost. So had I not had a discount in buying this, I wanted you to see what that price would have been. And then I wanted to show you the discounted price so you can see my profitability versus if you had just bought it without a discount. A couple of viewers have told me that on I think their Facebook page, they give away, I think like 15% off coupons here and there. So definitely be on the lookout for those when you're looking to buy. But then what I did here is I calculated to the right what I actually sold it for on eBay. So I tracked that, what the shipping fees were to me, what the eBay and PayPal fees were to me, and then gave you what the net profit would be had I bought it at the Bluelots cost here, the $14.80 per unit, and what it was if I had bought it at the $9.97, which is my discounted price. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm going to kind of breeze through some of this right now and just show you the items that have sold. So there was a total of, actually I didn't sum this up, so let me do that. So we had a total of 31 items in the lot right here. And I have sold, and I have sold 12 of them, if that count is right. No, 13, sorry, one of them was multi-quantity right here. So I've sold 13 of the 31 items, and it's been just under a month. So, a little over a third of the order has been sold through. The total sales brought in from eBay And this includes shipping fees just to make it easy for the math. You know, I charge shipping, but this is the all-in shipping and the sale price. Because a lot of people offer free shipping. Was so far on 13 items was $745.29, which is from an average sale price perspective, that's a $57 average sale price. That to me is slightly inflated from what the actual order will be at for an average sale price, simply because of these two big items at the top. These are like the home run items of the lot. What you're going to find with a lot of these lots is they're going to have, you know, a top like 5% of the order, which is like huge home run items. They're kind of the ones that, you know, like when you have your first picture, it's kind of pulling you in to be interested. And they're going to be home runs, right? And then you're going to have a middle chunk that's going to kind of be like your steady stuff that's a decent return on investment. And then you're going to have a bottom chunk that's kind of like maybe you should bundle them with the other items, or they're kind of like not loss leaders, but probably break even or slightly above break even. But that just seems to be the composition of most of the orders that I've looked at. But in any case, so total shipping fees out of that, or total shipping costs has been $77.30. Total fees I've incurred is $96.89, and my true net profit with the discount, I've netted $431.52. Obviously, this is a real time like accounting type equation, right? Cost of goods sold. If you're looking at a return on what I've outlaid from the amount from the purchase price, right? I shelled out $309 in the beginning. So I've profited $120 with my discount. You would be approaching break even with your net profit and your purchase costs had you not had the discount, and you would purchase it for, you know, their listing price, which means that, you know, basically you're one item shy of breaking even. So let's say 14 items, worst case. So you've got 16, more than half of the order. No, that my math's pretty bad. There's 17 items. You have 17 items that are pretty much going to be pure profit for you at this point. If you have purchased at the $14.80 price point, you're basically looking at the remainder of your order. The remaining 17 items are going to be complete profit less your fees and shipping the rest of the way. So that's a pretty cool situation to be in, I think. Sorry, that was incorrect. That was at my cost. You get $363 in net profit if you bought from there. So actually, that's wrong. That's an incorrect statement. I apologize. So it looks like at that average sale price, you're about 2 items shy of being a break even, maybe 3. So let's just say, let's be conservative. So let's say 16 of your items will be break even, will make it you to break even, and then you have another 15 that will be pure profit. So sorry about that. I got confused myself there with N and O, but I just wanted you to have both scenarios of, right, what your cost would be without a discount and what my cost is with a discount, because I want to be transparent about that. In either case, this order itself is a profitable order. I have no problem kind of saying that now that I'm halfway through the order and see how it's sold. I still have quite a bit of the mountain khaki stuff left. We're just switching to spring. I have a ton of mountain khaki shorts that are going to sell and do well. I've actually had a lot of offers on some of the stuff I haven't sold. I've just been pretty stingy, and like I'm pretty much only taking top dollar. So I'm in a position where I can do that. I think that you could flip it a little faster if you price just below market and moved it. I think it'd go really fast. But I don't really need to do that. I'm a longer tail seller, and I have like almost 1,500 items in inventory. There's no reason for me to do that. So that's where I'm at. I'm pretty happy with this order. I have a second order that came in. I haven't listed the items yet. I've been a bit busy remodeling my master bedroom, and so they're sitting. I'm actually staring at them right now. They're over on the table, ready to go. I've done some photos of them. I need to finish the photos and do the measurements. I have lots of Arc'teryx over there and some Holden stuff that I'm going to get up. It is winter apparel, so I hope I didn't miss my window here, but it should sell. I mean, that stuff still does sell all year round. I'm actually stop sharing here and jump over to the comments. Looks like we've got quite a few here. Let's see. So someone just asked, do you list items at MSRP price and then do a sale? I don't. I actually don't run any sales. So with my eBay business, I don't run any sales. I just price my items the way they are. I take best offers. Accepting best offers is my form of a sale. I offer discounts on shipping for multiple purchases. It seems to be fine for me. I did 6K last month in February. It looks like I'm going to do a little over 6K in March selling. And, this is I do this part-time. So for me, I'm happy with that. You could put an MSRP and run a sale, but you got to keep in mind when you're researching this, I do a lot of research on who else is selling them new with tags. And in a lot of cases, these items that I'm getting, there is a bigger, I would say eBay store that has a lot of multi-quantity listings of it. So they're kind of setting the market. So, and Thor's chasing around back here. He's full energy today. He's a little out of sorts with a lot of remodels. If you're not familiar, Thor is my golden retriever, my fearless golden retriever over here. But I usually try to price right below those big eBay stores that have tons and tons of quantity and listings and variations. That way mine ranks a little higher when people are sorting by price. So that's why I don't do MSRP. Chrissy said that she really liked, oh yeah, so Chrissy had asked me about the, there's a $6,200 order on Bluelots. And it was like, I think it was like 600 and some pieces. It was huge. We were kind of talking through whether it was a good investment or not. I don't really know the answer because I haven't studied the manifest enough. But it's one of those things where it's like, before you outlay that much capital, make sure you know exactly what you're getting, how fast it's going to move, how you're going to process it, where you're going to store it. I mean, that's a lot of items. Trust me, I ordered 3,000 pair of pants in bulk last year. It's a lot of work. So Mr. Mark said, what's a better deal, buying like this or thrift store buys? I don't think you can really compare them, right? So it's kind of hard. Like for me, I do this for two reasons. I mean, one, it's an opportunity to buy time back. So when I buy, you know, a 30 or 60 or 20 item lot, whatever it is, those are items I don't have to go out and source. They come right to my doorstep. So when I buy that time back and I just have to list it, to me, I'm making more per hour with my time than having to go out and source. However, thrift stores, the purchase price is so low. Well, in some areas here, it's so low that if you have capital constraints, it makes way more sense to go to thrift stores because there's no reason to stretch your capital like that. If you don't have capital constraints, I mean, I would be shading more towards, you know, doing some of this bulk buying, and not just with Bluelots. I'd be using as many buyers or many sellers as you can find to kind of leverage your pool of opportunity because not every listing that goes up is going to be a good buy. I mean, I would say right now, like 1 out of every 4 I've been looking at seem to meet what I would consider my criteria for what I would be comfortable ordering. So you got to really do your research on that. But hopefully that answers that question. And thank you for that shout out to hit that the like button. I appreciate that. So we got 35 watching live. If you don't mind, hit that like button. Let's YouTube know this is valuable content and kind of gives me a little boost to know that you guys are enjoying it. Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. I'm actually going back out. And speaking of time, right? So I have to go back out. I've already thrifted once today. I got to go back out and thrift again because I have 2 people who are doing listings for me. And I just had to make sure I always have enough inventory to give them, right? Had I ordered a bunch of stuff to my door, I wouldn't be having to spend all that time. So there's that kind of that balance. Right now, for me, to give you my personal take, I like having both. So I like having a mix of the thrift store items and the new tag stuff. I think it provides a nice mix, especially as we enter the summer slowdown. Like I think I'm going to do a video about this here this next week, right? Everyone is always pumped about March, right? So whether you're new to selling clothing, whatever, I did this last year myself. I was cranking through first quarter. I was so excited. My sales are growing, put more effort in. And then like you hit April and it's just like someone just pulls the carpet out from underneath you. And all of a sudden like traffic stops on eBay. You think that your store is broke. You think they changed the algorithm. You think like you go through all these things because you think your sales is slowing down. And really all it is that the traffic's gone down. And when the traffic goes down, it's usually people aren't just browsing to browse now. The traffic you're getting is very targeted. It's like they're going there to find something very specific. And so in that case, having some new tag stuff mixed in, I think really boosts your opportunity to weather some of that storm because they're probably looking for something that's new tags and not specific. So Mr. Mark just asked, just curious, what do you pay the people that list for you? So I pay $1.50 to them as contractors. So basically they're like 1099s. $1.50 for pictures and a brief description and a spreadsheet. So I have like defined fields that they fill out and they put them in Dropbox for me and then I draft the listing. The model I'm shifting towards and we're going to be experimenting with this week, I'm kind of excited about it, is I'm going to use InkFrog and I'm actually going to pay them $2.50 per item, but they're going to do the whole listing basically on InkFrog. They're not really doing that much more work. It's only a couple extra fields, and it's actually probably going to be quicker than the first time than the way I have them do it now, to be honest with you. But in this case, it'll put the whole listing up, and then I just log into InkFrog. I review it for any errors that I want to correct. I load a price in it, and I set it live. So, so it's it's working out for me. I like it right now. It's helping me buy back time in my day. I keep talking about buying time back right now. It's helping me buy time. I'm to the point where I can do this. I've worked really hard for 3.5, 4 years to get to the point where I can start to do this, you know, from a capital perspective. So Vicky just asked, how long do you think it will take to break even a pallet of 500 items? Vicky, it's almost impossible for me to answer that question, only because I would have to know like what type of items, what are the brands, what's your price point. There's so many variables, and that's why I say like the manifest you get before you buy a pallet of items is huge, because you need to know exactly what you're getting, and you need to research the sold listings and all that sort of thing. Yes, I am petting my dog. Thor's right here, so I'm trying to keep him at bay. This is Thor. Say hi. Say hi. This is my fearless golden retriever, I like to call him. He is scared of absolutely everything, but he's a big lover. So, bud. He's been really, really stressed out because we gutted our entire bedroom, and we're almost done installing the hardwood laminate. We're gonna finish that up tonight and tomorrow, early tomorrow morning. So he's been all sorts of crazy, just crap everywhere. We just had a new bed order that just came in. It's in one of the hallways. The bed frame's in a different hallway. All the furniture's in like the dining room, and he's just like, "What's going on?" Thor, you're getting lots of compliments in the chat. All right, guys, I'll take a couple more questions, then I'm going to wrap up. Like I said, I do have to finish installing this floor because we have friends coming in town Monday, and it needs to be done so that they can use the guest room that we've been sleeping in. But so far, overall, just to summarize the video, so far, so good with the 2 lots that I've bought. I've done a lot of research on them, though. Like, I've been very patient and waited. Bob's in the chat. Hey, Bob. He just asked, do you find the inventory quality matches the packing slip? Yep, I'm 2 for 2, Bob. So I'm going to say small sample size, right? Like, I've bought 2 orders. I've gotten what I thought I was going to get. And I actually had an extra item in the first one. It was just like a Polar Max tights or something. It definitely wasn't like a home run item, but I think they had a quantity 1 listed on the manifest, and it ended up being quantity 2. The other one matched exactly. So, another question says, what is your thoughts about leaving feedback for buyers? I personally don't and get 450 feedback a month. I only leave it when customers message me for feedback. So what I do is about once a month, I go in bulk leave feedback for buyers. And the reason I do that is I like to just wait that I get the feedback. I think buyers are less likely to return and kind of take advantage of you if they don't have feedback from you yet. So I just wait, and then once a month I bulk do it. eBay does not penalize you, to my knowledge, for not doing it right away. They may say they do, but it has an impact on my sales. So I just do it monthly, and you can just bulk add the random comments on feedback. Alex said, what clothing brands do you find are on the decline? Thanks. So wow, that's a good one. So I would say, and from like dress shirts, because I sell a lot of men's clothing, like Charles Tyrwhitt, Thomas Dean, English Laundry. Even Ralph Lauren. Like, I have to lot my Ralph Lauren stuff together now. All those type of brands that used to be really hot aren't anymore. Even Robert Graham. It still sells, but it's on the decline for sure. Trying to think from like pants and suits and stuff. I'm not really sure. I could probably do a whole video on it, honestly, but hopefully that gives you a few. Vicky said, do you include a signed card with your packages or a printed one? I do not. And Sherry said, did you ever look into pirate ship shipping? And I have not. Would love to learn more about it, though. I might have to go Google. And so then Tom said, on the flip side, what brands do you find are hot? Well, new attack stuff. I've been focusing on Arc'teryx. So from the Bluelots ones, I've been trying to find ones that are loaded with Arc'teryx stuff because it seems to just sell so fast. And, new or used for that matter. Man, I'm trying to think what stuff sells really fast for me right now. Peter Millar still sells great for me in like golf shirts and pants. I think that's because we're coming up on that time frame. Lucky Brand men's jeans is just that specific niche. Lucky Brand men's jeans just does so well for me over the last 6 months. $30 shipped is like my lowest. Vineyard Vines is pretty steady for me. I wouldn't say it's as hot as it used to be, Christy, but I agree with you. At least on the men's side. Oh man, I'm trying to think. Cool KUHL always sells awesome for me. Man, I'm trying trying to think of just some of the other home run brands that I should think of. That's funny. Off the top of my head. I mean, Patagonia still does well for me. A little bit of a decline. But yeah, there's also that. I mean, honestly, Tom, the best way I learn brands is I just go to sold listings. I filter from like $50 to $90 or $50 to $99, and I filter used. And then I look in each category and just look at like what's most common, and that'll help you figure that out pretty quick. Oh, Sherry said their fastest sell was Flint and Tinder jeans. Wow, I've never heard of them. Yes, Christy, Mountain Khakis. Thank you. Mountain Khaki is one of my favorite brands to sell. It sells so fast, new or used. I just sold a pair of Mountain Khaki shorts this week. I've sold, like as you've seen, I've sold like 6 or 7 pairs of the Mountain Khaki pants. So yeah, definitely that. All right, guys, my computer's actually about to die because I realized I forgot my cord downstairs. So I'm going to wrap up, and I'm going to go get to work on the floor downstairs. Thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate it. Hit that like button on the way out. Leave me comments after if you have any questions. Also, you can always hit me on Instagram. I try to get back to everyone in a quick fashion. And I will say, just on that lister note, like I am looking for one more person in Charlotte here. Hopefully someone who's already reselling that maybe is looking to make extra capital if they're interested in listing. And I will always be there to help, with questions and things along the way. Have an awesome weekend, guys. And Thor is bumping the table, sorry. And we will. I'll be back on hopefully tomorrow to do a Saturday sourcing video of all the stuff I thrifted today. So hopefully, we'll be back on tomorrow. See you guys.